You're about to hear our midweek leadership talk. And really, we're doing this just to inspire you to be the leader and the influencer that we know God has called you to be. So check this out.
All right, we love all of you so much. Appreciate every single one of you, and also just our pastor's heart. Everything they do. They literally yesterday went all out. I don't know if I should say all the things, but I just want you to know the fact that they are here right now just shows how much they really love people. Nothing bad happened.
That's right.
They just pour themselves out every day of what it really happened. Some of us would have shrunk back by pouring ourselves out. But they're here first thing in the morning. I do have a little word. I was actually reading this the other day and I started laughing because I think it's a snapshot of ministry and just the life and calling that Jesus is calling us. So if you have your Bibles, you can turn to, let's go Mark 9 and let's start in verse 2.
I'm ready.
We may jump around a little bit, so I'll let you know if we do jump around. But Mark 9, verse 2 says this. 6 days later, Jesus took Peter, James, and John to the top of the mountain. No one else was there. As the men watched Jesus' appearance changed, and his clothing became dazzling white, far whiter than any earthly process could ever make it. Then Elijah and Moses appeared and began talking with Jesus. This is an amazing moment, all right? This is like, what in the world is happening right now? Peter, teacher, this is wonderful, Peter exclaimed. We will make 3 shrines, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. He didn't really know what to say, for they were all terribly afraid. That's kind of funny, right? Then a cloud came over them, and a voice from the cloud said, "Shut up, Peter. This is my beloved son. Listen to him." Suddenly they looked around, and Moses and Elijah were gone, and only Jesus was with them. This is funny too. As they descended down the mountainside, he told them not to tell anyone what they had seen until he, the Son of Man, had risen from the dead. Now let's jump down to verse 14. This is the funny part. At the foot of the mountain, they found a great crowd surrounding the other disciples, as some teachers of religious law were arguing with them. The crowd watched Jesus in awe as he came toward them, and then they ran to greet him. "What is all this arguing about?" he asked. One of the men in the crowd spoke up and said, "Teacher, I brought my son for you to heal him. He can't speak because he is possessed by an evil spirit, and they won't let him talk." I'm not going to continue on. So here what you have is Jesus taking these disciples up to the mountaintop, all right? And all of a sudden this beautiful moment happened up on the mountaintop. So much that Peter was just like, the first thing out of his mouth was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so incredible. I just want to stay up here at the mountaintop. Like I don't want to go anywhere else, Jesus. Let's build some tents. Let's just build some shrines. Let's do something just so that we can stick up on this mountaintop." And God's like, "Shut up, Peter. Listen to Jesus. Listen to Jesus." And this is what I felt like God was trying to say to us, is that what he was trying to say to Peter is that Peter was actually trying to serve in the moment. But you can serve with the wrong intentions.
That's right.
His serving was benefiting himself. He was wanting to do it because he was amazed and he was comfortable and he just wanted to stay up at the mountaintop. But God is like, no. I need you to listen to Jesus, because Jesus was actually trying to take them from the mountaintop to the valley where the people were. There was nobody, even the Bible said there was nobody else up at the mountaintop. These mountaintop moments are amazing moments, all right? These are the moments that you're by the lake and you want to capture your quiet time, so you post a picture and you post it on social media and you felt like God was just speaking to you. But I want to challenge you today. If your mountaintop is not bringing a conviction for you to go down to the valley, I would check that mountaintop. Because the only mountaintop experience that I hear is, "I'm going to go die today." The only mountaintop experience I hear is, I want you to go out into the world and make disciples, and whatever may come against you, I want you to know that I am right there with you. I will not leave you. I will not forsake you. The mountaintop experience is not for us just to sit up there and build shrines and sit up there all day long. The mountaintop experience can be showing up on Sunday morning, and I just heard the word, and man, I am so excited. But I want us to make sure that that excitement and that word is driving us down to the valley where the people are, where the people are arguing. Down in that valley is where the religious leaders are trying to convince the other disciples that what you are doing is not correct and the way you are doing it is not correct. But the only word that we need to hear is, shut up, listen to Jesus Christ. He's the one taking us from the mountain and taking us down to the valley. And I forgot to break this point, but whenever Peter was trying to serve Jesus and God, this can look like us trying to serve to get to another position. I've heard Pastor Earl say it. Some people serve to get out of serving. This is us showing up, serving on the parking lot team, thinking if I stay here long enough, maybe I'll get up to the stage. But we're not serving. We are not serving for our own comfort. We are not serving for us to stay up here. We're actually trying to find where the people are at the valley, and because that is where they need to hear Jesus and where we all need to be. So I just want to encourage you all today, all right? Regardless of whatever you hear right now, I just want us, man, this means so much to me, because whenever I read the Bible, I'm telling you, this is what gets me fired up. I just want to go find some people. I want people to experience what I experienced the first time that I walked in the doors of a church. And when I walked in the doors of the church, I wasn't satisfied with just sitting there and having my own quiet time and doing nothing. My experience was like, I want to go out into the world and let them feel and see and hear what I felt for the very first time. So let's just go all out, all right? Let's just go all out. Cultivate Week is happening. I want to challenge you right now. There are women who are lost and they are hidden underneath the couch, and Jesus is telling you, this is Jesus in your mountaintop, all right? He's telling you, go find that lost coin. Go find that lost sheep. Leave everything else behind and go down to the valley where they are at. Let's bring them all in this week. I love you so much.